So, another video today, and I think that the generator project will be going ahead because now I've got an engine and it is in a pretty sorry state. It came off an old rotavator and then it was put in a go-kart for a little bit and then it wasn't powerful enough, and now I've got it, and as you can see it's just got a very thick layer of oil and grime all over it, so I'm basically just going to attack it with a pressure washer next time I get the chance. But when I got it, I couldn't get it to start at all, and then I just put propane in the air intake, and then I did manage to get it to run for a few seconds, but it was very loud and it was running very fast, so I turned it off. So it does work. The oil in it is black as night, so it's the oil has probably not been changed in a lot of years, so I'll get all that replaced as well, I think. Don't know what the story with this exhaust is. That was probably I may have broke off and someone welded a sort of custom design on, but it's a very old Briggs & Stratton engine. Another issue I had was trying to decipher how on earth the carburetor on it worked. Part of it, I think that you call that the float bowl, I don't know, is actually inside the fuel tank, and it was sort of had some sort of gasket on it. The fuel in the fuel tank kind of smelled a little bit strange, sort of like paint stripper, I think, just because it's been left that long. Now the carburetor is quite interesting. There was a membrane thing in here, and I think this was actually sort of a fuel pump. So basically, I think there was a spring and other stuff below that, but I think it was with the pressure changes in the engine that would flap up and down, and this is the bit that went on top, and that must have provided the sort of the pressure to work these valves, and that would just pump petrol through. It was getting sucked up this tube, and it would come out the top valve bit here, come out the top hole, and then it would go through the bottom, and then out through a hole which is hidden behind there into the bowl, and then up through this tube, and then into this bit. Now there was the needle screw in there, this little piece, and that. So all I'm going to do is just basically put my propane straight into this bit here, and that should do it, hopefully. Now this will just be screwed in, it's not going to do anything, it will just act as a seal, and I will make up my own system for adjusting the flow of the propane. That bit there just basically controls the flap inside. It's not the choke, it's the other one. I'm not quite sure what the name is. I don't know much about engines, I'm more an electric motor person. But yeah, that's certainly quite a strange carburetor, and quite an old one. So all I'm going to do is just put Hylamar gasket sealant around this, and in there too, and seal it up. So this is just not going to do anything anymore. And I think the little screw in there is just for idling, so it's not all the way closed, so it's mostly closed. And that's a choke that you just pull it out and you push it in if you want the engine to run. And there was a pipe coming from the side of the engine going into there. I think that's for recycling gases that blow by the piston rings, and it just reuses them. And it's got a bit inside it that sort of twists the air, but it was absolutely minging. It was absolutely covered in stuff, but I just washed it in hot water, and that's where the air filter goes, which I've got one off a vacuum cleaner that I can use. And that's just the recoil starter and the housing for it there, so I do have everything. 3 horsepower at 3000 RPM at 3600, so it's quite fast too. 127cc. I think that'll do the trick. 3 horsepower, that's about, I don't know, like 2.4 kilowatts, I think, just off the top of my head. But obviously with inverter losses, we're probably talking about 2000 watts top. That's how much I'm expecting, about 2 kilowatts for this as a generator. Probably less. Another issue is for all that power, this pulley is probably a bit too small. I might use a bigger one on this and the generator unit itself, because all that power going for a small pulley is just going to slip. So probably one about that big, 4 inches maybe. And there was this other lead here, this wire. It was connected to something on the carburetor, and also this flap thing here, which is connected to some sort of linkage. I think this wire should just be connected to the frame of the engine, I don't know. I'm quite confused by it just now, but I'll get the hang of it, I suppose.